This question might be a little plain and simple, but your favorite anime?
My favorite anime is probably D and Angel. It's one of the few animes I can sit down, watch, and watch and watch and watch again. It's just awesome.
How does your scripting process work?
Pretty much, I watch an episode 1,000 times with Piotra. And before I actually worked with Piotra, I always watched the episode 1,000 times by myself, got sick and tired of the episode, threw things at my computer. Then, all of a sudden, while I was taking a shower, an awesome idea jumped at me, and then I would write a script around that awesome idea.
How does the editing process work then?
Well, editing process, I record all of my lines after everything's scripted, and then I put all of my lines into Vegas, cut up how I want it to sound, and then I bring the clips in that I'm going to use. Slowly and surely it becomes Zatch Bell, the abridged series.
What editing, or more in general, what
editing program do you
Well, he said he used Vegas, so I was going to say what, like, equipment in general he uses, like microphones and everything.
Well, right now I'm using a crappy-ass Logitech stand-up USB mic.
I have the same exact one.
I hate it so much. I want it to die. But for voice recording, I use Goldwave, and although you already said it, I use Sony Vegas 8.0.
Okay, so
what anime do you think gets way too much credit?
Naruto.
Yeah.
Do you find DBZ gets too much credit?
Way too much. I hate Dragon Ball Z, I hate Naruto, I hate the mainstream crap. I get a lot of hate for it because, I don't know, I'm not your typical douchebag. I'm more of an open, I hate everything douchebag.
From your point of view, what abridged series or parodies do you think get kind of overrated or just too popular, from your point of view?
From my point of view, I don't want to be a douchebag. Easy to say. I think Team 4-Star has a little too much credit. I mean, yeah, they'll have their funniness, and the editing is fantastic.
I think the series is kind of getting overrated because it's just getting boring.
Well, you can only say, "Hey, Vegeta," so many times before you want to claw at your eyeballs, but I can't talk. I mean, I have $2, for God's sake.
I just think that's just funny every time I hear it. Compared to like, "Hey, Vegeta." That just kind of is just kind of a letdown, because I mean, it's funny that they're putting all like the extra effort into the editing and the jokes, but I mean, personally, I think Little Kariba's at least better at scripting than like Team 4-Star.
You know, I think it's not even so much that their scripting is bad. It's more or less
overrated.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say overrated.
I think Fame's kind of getting to them.
Definitely.
I mean, they've got so many.
When you first started abridging, did you think that you were gonna ever get as high up in the abridging as you are now?
I'm not very high up in the abridged community.
You're higher up than we are.
I mean, like, you've been to abridged things with like no whacking and Piotra and
in Kerbifer, and you had like Little Karibo's voice just there.
Yes, the omnipotent god of abridging Little Karibo. His voice did speak to us. But it doesn't make me important. I mean,
you know, like Kaiser Neko and Taka. I mean, that makes you pretty high up, in my opinion. Okay, let me see. Question. Are there any jokes in any abridged series that you think are kind of overused? Call dropped. Call dropped. Let me just pause this.
You there, Born?
No!
Okay. Okay, so are there any jokes that you thought were pretty overrated?
Overused.
Yeah, overused or overrated or
in your abridged series?
In my abridged series, definitely.
Or in either normal or yours, either.
$2.
$2.
Anything Susie says.
Yeah.
And Trafty.
And Fluffy.
Hey, Fluffy is never overused. Fluffy is perfect.
I know, right?
I agree.
Yeah, it is classic. Fluffy's.
I got a lot of hate for Fluffy though. Fluffy is like one of my favorite things I've ever done. And just, I'm so upset people don't see things the way I do when it comes to abridging, because then everyone would have their own Fluffies.
How do you feel that? What are your feelings about taking a year for an episode?
Mine is, if they can't handle the fact that it took me a year, then they can suck it. I mean, other abridgers have taken a while, and I know Matt hasn't put anything.
I don't know. It's writer's block. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people are having it.
It's not just writer's block that influences it, though. It's more or less lack of time, lack of resources,
and everybody has a life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ecstatic that Megami 33 was able to put out over 40 episodes. I was like, oh my god. I was so impressed. I was like, wow, Megami, you're still able to do this. And I mean, she has her hit or miss episodes, but a lot of the time it's a big hit. I'm a big Megami fan.
Yeah.
I have a monster episode in like 12 episodes.
So what do you have any jokes that you thought didn't work for your series that you still kind of threw in anyways?
Well, a lot of my jokes were jokes I didn't think would work, but like $2 was not meant to get popular at all. It was just like, what the fuck is this guy gonna say? What is this guy gonna say? This guy is a spastic moron that in the English dub has a water gun. While he has his rifle, we have to give him some stupid thing. And Piotr goes, make him tell stupid jokes. Okay, I could run with that.
Mm-hmm.
So we gave him bad jokes, and then $2. It's like, what the fuck does that make? The joke I thought anyone would never have found funny was the doctor, who I was purposely trying to make people think was funny somehow.
I'm the doctor.
I'm the doctor!
That was funny. Let me see. What is the hardest thing for you to edit in your episodes?
It's not so much that anything is too hard to edit. I mean, I do voice flaps really, really easily, and pretty well. I do some of the best voice flaps out there when it comes to abridging. My episodes are usually very well in sync. But I think the hardest is just getting it to look how I imagined it. It never seems to quite flow.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just check.
What was the favorite episode of yours that you created?
That's a really hard question. Zero Master will tell you number 2 is my favorite. Number 2 is my best episode. No, number 3 is my best. Some will say number 7's my best. I personally, it's kind of a tie between 3, 6, and 7. I like 6 just because it's so fucked up and random that it just makes me giggle.
From your opinion, how well known are you on YouTube?
I'm not very well known. Most new abridgers don't even know who the hell Borinyukami was. I mean, I haven't been spoken about in the abridged community in a year since the movie was released. So, as far as most people are concerned, I died.
That's what I was like, where is he? Did he die or something? We haven't heard about him in like forever. But I'm just like, I don't know. But I mean, that's what it seems like. Cause I'm like, would it be bad if the last thing he was known for doing is making a dinosaur crap That was like one of the last things in one of your episodes.
That was one of the jokes I had a debate on, whether I put it in or not. I thought it was hysterical, but the backlash from it, ugh.
Let me just pause it right here, because it's like 10 minutes again.